Hi, everyone. I'm Charlene Shirk, your host for Digital Champions, where we speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining us today from Bend, Oregon is Shannon Hinderberger with Shannon Lee Strategy. Shannon, thanks so much for joining us today on Digital Champions.
Thanks for having me, Charlene.
So tell us what you're doing over there at Shannon Lee Strategy.
So I do a couple things. I am a social media marketing company for small businesses. I help them stand out using the latest emerging tools. Video is super hot right now. I also am a social media coach where I take small business owners who don't exactly have the budget to hire out a social media strategist or a marketing company, and I train them and work with them on a tailored marketing plan and coach them on doing it themselves in just a matter of a couple hours a week.
And so tell me how that works. Do you train them in here's how you make graphics, here's how you post video? How intensive does it get?
Well, it actually depends on, their niche. And it's different for everybody. Some people come in with some skills. They know how to use something like Adobe or Canva. And some people don't even know how to use their smartphone, which is the most important device nowadays. So it just depends. A lot of times we come in and I say, what's the goal? Who are you trying to reach? And we start there with who is your ideal client? What's the problem they're having and how do you solve it? And we create a content strategy around that. What's been happening in the last year, though, is it's just completely disrupted with video. And so helping that small business owner get comfortable with video has been a big part of what I've been teaching. And it's a lot of unteaching. They think that everything needs to be perfect, their makeup, their hair, their clothes, the background. And I just kind of say, start simple and build from there and help them become comfortable with showing up and using themselves as a marketing tool.
Well, and Shannon, let me ask you this, because, you can do a video and you can put the effort in to do the video, but if you don't promote the video, it just sits there. It's like, if a tree falls in a forest, does anybody hear it? So can you give us maybe some of your tips if you're going to do the video? And you're right, everything is all about video these days. Okay, you got the video, you figured out what you want to say, you've shot the video, you've cut the video, you've posted the video. Now what? I think a lot of folks struggle with that.
So that's a really good question. Repurposing your video is super key nowadays, and knowing where to put it. And, if you're going to create that lovely portrait TikTok and portrait mode on your phone, you have to know what length it needs to be for other platforms. For example, YouTube Shorts is under a minute, Pinterest is under a minute. So you want to know where you're going to repurpose it and make sure that it's going to fit those formats. And so that's one of the things I work on is if you're going to create a 1-minute TikTok, how do you get it from TikTok to Instagram without the watermark? Then how do you take that TikTok that you made and put it on LinkedIn and put it on Pinterest and then put it on YouTube Shorts to get it out there a little bit more? A lot of people forget about their first personal Facebook page and their LinkedIn profile. And that is one hot tip I tell people, make sure you're at least putting it on your LinkedIn profile and your personal Facebook page, because your friends and your family are going to tell people about your products or service, or you might have some customers there as well. So repurposing is kind of the game. You don't make just one video and throw it out there. You take that video and you make sure that it's on Reels, on Instagram, or it goes to your Instagram stories. And it also gets to other places like your YouTube, your Pinterest, and your LinkedIn profile.
And so you've given a lot of great tips, and we're wrapping now. We're running a little bit out of time, and I always like to ask someone, if I cornered you at a networking event and I said, oh, Shannon, you do this. Oh my goodness, give me your best tip that I could employ tomorrow. You've given so many so generously, but I'd like to know, what is your last tip what's your last parting advice that you would give with someone?
Think like you are a thought leader, because you are a thought leader. So whatever you're an expert at, be the expert and show up on video as the expert, because people, when they hear and see you, they relate to you, and that know, like, and trust just explodes over reading something or hearing something.
Oh, that is a great tip. I'm so glad we had the time to fit that one. And Shannon, thank you so much for joining us today on Digital Champions and sharing your perspective with us today.
Thank you so much.
And if you'd like to learn more about what Shannon is doing at Shannon Lee Strategy, you can check her out first by going to dailyadbrief.com. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk. Thank you so much for joining us for Digital Champions, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.